Let's do it. Hello, my name is Blake Komar, and I am your dungeon master for the night. Thank you for tuning in to Twitch on our stream Adventure Highway. This is Sleuths in Waterdeep. We are excited to be here for the night. We are on Campaign 2, Session 2. It's titled Mimics on Mimics. And we are missing one of our casts for the night, but that will not hold us back because all of us will be a table that will be compensating for the leg missing and making us stronger. It's like scar tissue when you cut us. We
She's
just get
probably gone because she's a mimic.
might have been a mimic. That's the thing. And I figured out what her player is going to be doing while all this is going on. But before we jump in,
Insert X-Files theme. Do, do, do.
Before we jump in, I would like to start by turning over to our players, the more important part of this game. As we get to Brittany, tell us about yourself and your character.
First, wow, I'm never first.
You're first.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Brittany Reikema. I play Zari, the Battlesmith Artificer, who's currently about to be eaten by a mimic and questioning her life and her family and the people she works with. Questioning everything.
Yep. How did you end up in jail, Brittany? How did you end up in jail? We're going to find out. Well, we know how you ended up in jail. It was your family that called the cops, or did they? Maybe we'll find out later in the campaign.
Oh, it's my aunt who called the cops. Hey, don't trust your aunts. Only your uncles.
Things are ominous. We'll find out. I think it was your aunt, but it could have been. Well, we'll find out later in the campaign. Nick, tell us about yourself and your character.
Hey, my name's Nick. I play the barbarian Steve Froman, former deli manager, midlife crisis mobile. I'm now a brand sponsor for Blam, the energy meat.
It's the energy meat. That's what it provides. Energy. That's what we're looking at.
It's the first spreadable meat product infused with caffeine and taurine.
Spreadable really kills me in that descriptor. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, spam is spreadable, so it lends to believe that then.
Yeah, I was always wondering when my meat was gonna be providing me with energy.
Yeah, so. Yeah, you want, and somehow it's also vegan friendly. So.
That's awesome! It filled a hole in a market that really needed to be filled.
Yeah, they saw an opening and they went for it.
Kyle, tell us about yourself and your character.
Well, my name is Kyle. My immediate disgust is with the party. My actual character is Broken Naked Eye, once extraordinary PI, now apparently father of many. Also untouched by mimics, as I am not allowing that to happen as an extreme martial artist. But yeah, apparently I got a lot of kids because the line literally stretched out into the street. So if that's the case, we're gonna make the Brogan Brigade, and it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a gang of good boys and girls.
Yeah, they're gonna turn out great. Honest. Yeah, they're gonna turn out great. Yeah.
That hurts my feelings.
Keep convincing yourself.
As we left off with our party, we were all taken to a jail cell in Waterdeep. Upon all of us having your own reasons, fighting with fame, having all of this new life that you had started. Some of us started a gym, some became spokesperson for Blam. Some of us, our families decided that they needed to leech off of us like leeches. Inevitably finding yourselves left in the position of without your items, getting arrested in a jail cell. You see a table across this long jail cell. There's 9 bunk beds on each wall. We've got Zari crouched behind one bunk bed that just apparently grabbed onto her. We have Carl sleeping on one of the bunk beds that has just started to swallow Carl up. And all of a sudden, as Brogan was popping a mean lean, Steve was sitting on the bed. All of a sudden, everything started to kick off. Zari, you got stuck adhesively to a mimic as it grabbed onto you. Carl got swallowed up by this mimic in the bed, and we don't know where Carl is at the moment. Well, we know Carl's inside of a bed mimic, so scratch that. But we know that Carl is out of commission for the moment, being swallowed up by a mimic. And as we stand here today, Zari is being grappled by one. I say, click your tokens and roll in to initiative, as we've got mimics galore.
He wasn't ready.
Hold on. My initiative again didn't post despite following instructions.
Hey, Steve's in. I'm just going down the line. I have a few mimics to roll in, but when I get
I'm
done.
really excited that I wasn't last. That's all we want, baby. Not last.
Descending. So
those New Balance shoes are getting tightened up, Steve. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Full dad mode.
Where did this name come from on Zari's turn order? Well, that's not Zari.
That's a mimic.
That's a mimic. Oh, I ended up accidentally clicking on the background image on Roll20. That's hilarious.
You
No
trying
one
to
sees
say
that.
Zari's a mimic? I trust no one but Steve and PM20 parking meter.
Yeah, he's at least honest. You know what you're getting with PM.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it.
Zari's literally fighting herself right now. That's what it looks like. Zari. It looks like Zari's fighting herself.
Steve, you have no weapons on you right now. You're looking around as these beds are starting to chomp, 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 and they're all just hopping around the room, trying to chomp, chomp, chomp near you all. And you see that Zari just got adhesively stuck to a mimic not far away from you right now, as the bed is starting to open its teeth up and look at Zari and ready to chomp down. What do you do, Steve?
So what you don't know is in 1984 in Mall of America, Steve took a few karate lessons, so he's prepared for this. He's gonna go.
The monk in me is so ready for this.
I got this. Famous last words.
Steve balls his fists up in like an old timey boxer stance, and he's gonna try to. So how can I assist Brittany in getting ungrappled?
You can give an assist, and if you want to take your action to give a help action, you can give a help action, or you can try and punch this thing in the face and beat it off of her if you want.
Yeah, well, so if Steve knows anything, it's beating things off. So
yeah, he does.
That's right.
The meat master of Waterdeep.
That's right.
Just, the real Odin's best friend.
He's gonna this mimic is gonna catch these hands. So how do I do an unarmed strike?
Not well, because you're not me.
Hey, you shush. You don't know
it's your
karate
D20
lessons.
Plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier. And then your damage is your strength score.
D20 plus your D20 is your strength score, so that's a 4. As you go, you punch this thing in the face. 22 definitely hits. As you punch it in the face. So yeah, the strength save is essentially the same thing.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
As you do 4 damage punching it in the like you see its tongue is wrapped around Zari. Would you punch it in the face? Would you punch it in the tongue? Where would you punch it?
No, I'm gonna tongue punch it, obviously.
Very nice. As you punch it in the tongue, you see it does a fair amount of damage. It does 4 damage, but it just does not do enough. Let's see again.
All
that
right.
joke did not pass me, Steve.
No, I get it. I'm glad you were here for it. I'm glad you were here for it.
Very nice hit again. As you do 4 more damage, all of a sudden the tongue breaks loose off of Zari.
Okay. Just to add a little flavor, can I be holding onto the tongue? Like
yeah, definitely. You could be holding onto this tongue.
Yeah, it's basically a fart box now, because you can shake it.
Oh, God.
The mimic that you're holding onto the tongue of happens to be the next one to go, Steve, as it's staring at you. It is going to try, and it's still in the bed form. Its tongue is going to try and lash around your hand, almost wrapping itself around it if it can. It's going to be an 11 does not hit, as it just does not hit.
Zari, okay, with me holding its tongue with this iron grip.
Yeah, it's complete. You've got dad strength in your hands.
That's what I do.
Old man strength.
Great Cobra Kai.
Zari is up. Zari, you just got freed. Inside of your pouch, you did have that little beetle you made that's a lock picking beetle, but it's what is it, a 10% chance of picking a lock?
Yeah, 10% chance of picking a lock. I I'll pull it out and command it to do it if that can be my bonus action.
Sure.
Try and pick the lock.
Yeah, we can
And
definitely, because you're now sending this thing off as it's scurrying. It might as well be a construct of your making. It is a construct of your making.
yeah. So bonus action, I'm going to send that off, and then main action, I am casting Vortex Warp on myself.
Ooh, very nice.
I don't have the spell up because I couldn't bring it over, but yeah, Vortex Warp on myself to teleport me outside the cage because I choose to fail that Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. As you teleport yourself all the way to the other side of the cage, you're now looking at everyone. Steve is holding the tongue of this mimic. Brogan's on the wall in a fighting stance, and you're now on the other side as your beetle is crawling over to the lock. As you hear yelling down from the stairs, "Keep it down in there! Being loud won't get you out of jail!"
We'll do our best. Now just turn to everyone and go, shh.
Roll me
As this
a
is going.
D10.
Oh, I'm gonna
Okay.
ruin that.
8.
An 8. It does not pick the lock.
Dang. Did it break?
Nope, it did
rolled
not
1.
break.
Okay,
But
that
it's still
works.
there. It's just chilling at the lock, kind of doing its beetle thing.
All right, free action. Can I start trying to grab their weapons to shove it through the cage?
Yeah, free action definitely. If you can drink a beer in D&D as a free action, you can run up to a table, grab everyone's weapons, and toss them through a cage.
I'll do that. I'll just toss everyone their weapons through the cage while I'm outside
Awesome.
it.
So all of your weapons just slide on the floor. I will have you make a roll to see how accurate you are with this. I'm gonna say, just do you have any ranged weapons on you?
I have a dagger. Does
Okay,
that
yeah,
count?
just hit a dagger like you're throwing it. Let's see what it looks like, how accurate you are at getting these weapons to everyone in the cage. A dagger, an 8. You are not accurate. You all see within 15 to 20 feet of you.
Is that the dagger? I haven't seen it yet. It didn't pop up for me.
It rolled for me. I'll say that. You rolled an 8.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
There's
as
a
you
lot
throw
of
it in,
clanging.
about 15 to 20 feet from your feet, Brogan and Steve, you now see all of your weapons just laying there in the center of the room, not near you. You're gonna have to move to get to it.
I'm a tumble machine. Let's get weird.
Brogan, you are up.
Do I see my superposition super cat staff?
Oh yeah, it's right in the middle of the room.
Oh, we're gonna get weird. We're gonna backflip and land on the staff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
As you backflip and land on the on the staff, take it up in hand. Give me a dex. Give me an acrobatics to see how awesome this looks. By the way, a 22. This looks amazing. Zari, do you clap seeing this amazing backflip?
Yeah.
I Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then I literally landed a split on 2 of the mimics as I picked the staff up.
That's awesome.
If you do that, I'm just going to go, oh, I hope that did not hurt. Because
Van
that
Damme splits on mimics.
Oh no, I got this. I'm Jean-Claude Van Brogan, and then I'm gonna yell superposition to summon all the cats.
Very nice. Roll me a d4 to see what comes out on that list.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Big cat. Big cat.
And on that list, I think, is it on your sheet what the 1
Let
is?
me look. Let me look. Let me look. An odd number means you roll a d4. So it means the odd number means I get to roll something.
Yeah.
One's a tiger,
your
two's a
d4
lion.
is to, I think we got rid of the mechanic of the odd or
Oh,
even.
well then a number 1's a tiger.
You get a tiger. I will make sure there's a tiger on the map that you can click on. So a tiger appears right next to you. Schrodinger's staff. You say superposition, and a tiger shows up. It is here and not here at the same time.
Perfect.
Given the
Being in
nature.
my superposition as that is only a word spoken, am I allowed to make an attack?
Yeah, yeah, the tiger is going to have an attack. You can make an attack. The tiger is going to be able to go after your turn. You're going to command it essentially. So I'm just going to
Um,
give you the tiger token right now.
so
It's right.
where's in the room sentiment, since only Steve is in there because now Zarya is teleported out, how many mimics are in front of me? Basically, how many mimics can I breath weapon?
To your left side, you have
Oh,
three
put it
mimics.
in
To your
there.
right side, where Steve is, you have three mimics. And then behind you, there's about the rest of them of the 18.
Well, we're not going to go behind me because that's where Zarya is, or to the right because that's where Steve is. So we're going to breath weapon to the left, and we're going to give him the old what
Is it
for.
Carl over there?
Carl's already absorbed. She's fine.
Awesome. So they're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. It's 8 plus your con plus your proficiency.
So it's 8 plus my con save is terrible. So it's a 13 or an 11. Excuse me.
And what's your proficiency?
My proficiency is only a 3, so it's an 11 total.
Oh wow.
2 fails. Woo!
2 fails, 1 success. Now roll me increase
I'm
to
level 6, so I get
3d6.
3d6.
Very nice. 7 3d6. You rolled close to average as each
No,
of
I
them.
didn't, because an average is a 3 and a 4 and a 3. An
That is
average is a
true.
10.
You rolled on the low end of average. It's not average at all. You rolled below average. Let's just say that. A very below subpar roll. But
Hey,
you do
hey,
get a few of them heavy.
at least they're acidic.
Yep. As they're covered in acid.
I actually just sneezed on them. It wasn't cool at all. It wasn't like a sexy thing. I just sneezed.
That's what a 7 will get you is a
I was
sneeze.
like superposition a chew.
You may not have even meant to say the word superposition. That's just how the sneeze sounded. Now your tiger gets to go. There's the one Steve is holding. You've got 3 to your left side, 3 to your right side, and then behind you along the walls are more of them.
One of the 3 to my left that I sneezed on, the tiger is going for.
Awesome.
Now I need to pull up the tiger stat. Saber-tooth tiger. Tiger is
It's
going to
right
go
in front of you. I have the tiger up right here. You can see it right near your tokens.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what the tiger is going to do is we're going to see.
And it will get, if it has a pounce, you can do that too.
Yeah, okay, so if the tiger can move at least 20 feet straight forward, a creature, and then hits it with a claw attack, it can then make a DC 13 saving throw save or be knocked prone. So it is going to attempt to pounce.
Yeah, give me a claw attack real quick as it's running at this mimic that's basically a bed.
Claw attack 20.
Nice. It's gonna have to make a strength saving throw.
It's only a 13. It's not that high, but maybe.
Yeah. It got a 4 as it knocks the mimic down. Give me a bite.
Take 4, and then you get the bite, and you're knocked prone. Take 13.
Beautiful. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on this one. Beautifully done. It is prone. It all of a sudden, it almost looks like a mattress gets knocked off of a bed, but then you see it just wiggling as this tiger is tearing at it. Beautifully done.
That's Schrodinger's boy right there. Tabby cats. That's how we do it.
Beautiful, beautiful superposition. It's like the attack was there and it wasn't at the same time.
Exactly.
This next mimic is one of the ones behind you. You see this bunk bed? It's moving very slowly, given that these are all adhesive. They're stuck because they're covered in adhesive at times to these bunk beds, and you start seeing it hopping from the back. This mimic here has one above it. It's on a lower bunk, and the bunk is coming. It's on the back of the bars, and it's starting to hop towards your position, and it's about 20 to 25 feet away on the right side of the wall if you were to look behind you. But it's like hopping slowly. Like you can just see these bunk beds are hopping towards you, kind of a thing, as they are just moving exceptionally slow. So next is the mimic like right behind your tiger. It is going to attack at your tiger with a bite and will not hit, I don't think.
Yeah, Tiger's got a 12. Ignores it.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll initiative.
Yeah, you didn't. It's okay. I'll take it out of initiative. It'll go on your turn. Next mimic is one that is over by Steve, and it is going to attack at Steve Froman. It's going to bite at you as it chomps down. A crit. Of course, it's a crit.
Steve.
just being.
That's
You should have raged, baby.
Yeah, you really should have.
17 damage to Steve. Jeez Louise.
Jesus.
As this thing chomps down, it's like it literally grabs right at your left thigh as it just chomps down and just bites.
I'm gonna beat it with my meat so hard on my turn.
How dare you steal my tongue?
The blam. Next mimic is on a bed that is like towards the other side of the back of the if you were to look back, this is on the left side as this bunk bed is now slowly just like hopping towards this is on the Steve side, but it's on the left. If you were to look at it, it's left. Steve's on the right if you're facing Steve, so it's kind of on that side of the jail cell. But it's not like it's pretty far. It's still about 20 feet from Brogan and about 40 feet from Steve. So
I can't wait to see family in here. I'm pumped.
Steve, you are up. You're holding a tongue. There's an axe on the floor 20 feet away from you.
All right, I'm making a break for this axe.
You still holding the tongue?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Can I drag the tongue with me?
Yeah, let's just do a quick strength real quick.
All right.
Opposed strength, and just beat a 14.
Let's see what I can do here.
An 18.
It's not a lead tongue. He drags
you're
it.
Dragging it with you to grab this axe.
All right, so I'm gonna run and grab the axe. Like I've got this thing. I'm gonna grab the axe and I'm gonna say, "Don't fuck with my family." As I've got the axe, and the axe is gonna light up.
All of a sudden, bang! Light.
And I'm just gonna take this axe. I'm gonna take this axe and swing it back at the head of this one that I'm holding by the tongue.
Beautiful.
Can I get advantage since I've got it by the tongue?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, you were able to pull it over here. It's now your pitch. You got this.
This is yeah.
Very
and
nice.
It didn't matter. 22.
I get an extra 1d8 for the family damage.
Very nice.
Don't forget your rage damage, big guy. Proficiency.
Oh yeah. Which
is 3.
7,
plus
8, 9,
2. Should be 3.
11.
We're level 6. It should be 3, right?
It says I've got 4 rages and rage does 2 damage. On
all
my
right,
sheet.
all right, fair enough. I'm mistaken.
So it does the full 11 damage, or full
10 whole damage.
Wow. I mean, the undercarriage lights on this axe look amazing. Just to put
No, they should. When a D10, a D8 plus 2 does 10 damage.
Look, no one's gonna say the glow was fine. Maybe you popped that nos too early, big guy. Next time.
Listen. No, you're not wrong.
It doesn't matter whether you win.
Was that a natural 1?
It doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning
it was
winning.
a natural 2.
So 2, yeah, okay, makes sense.
So I think you get 1 or 2 attacks.
When I'm raging, I get 2 attacks.
Awesome. Let's see the second one come down.
All right.
You get 2 attacks even if you don't rage.
Yeah, because you're at least 5th level.
Listen, rules lawyer, I'm hearing you.
Rule number 274.
Look, Zari knows her rules, all right?
No.
So this is a lot better for 16.
This is 16 is better.
Slams down, and literally all of the Fast and the Furious movies play in this mimic's mind all at once, doing an extra D6 or an extra D8 psychic damage as it now knows the meaning of family.
You can kind of tell that it's seen number 2 too many times. It's over.
Tokyo Drift was awful. It just wants to drift into the wall. We get it.
Love it.
That's my turn.
Very nice. As you are able to smack a mimic, as these beds are just shaking as they're starting to move around. The next one is this is one that, let me just double check the order. This is the one that Steve is holding now. It's towards the middle of the room with Steve, as it is going to bite at you as you're holding its tongue. It has disadvantage, and 8 does not hit, as you are just smacking into it. Zari, you
It
are up.
clangs off the manliness that is Steve.
Yeah, it's all the chest hair.
Mm,
Zari, you're
Slippery
outside looking
sweat.
in on this. What do you do?
Okay, is Carl out?
No,
I need
Carl
to get
has
Carl
been
out.
swallowed into one of the mimics. We are going to say it's backside of the room on the right. It's one of them on the Brogan side of the room of the jail cell. That's behind him, kind of a thing. Towards like the
Okay,
back of the jail of the prison cell on the one of the bunk beds,
cool.
the bottom bunk, not the
Cool.
top.
All right, so I can't see any portion of her
No, not at
or
all. Maybe
anything.
the mimic's wearing a cowboy hat
Okay, then I'm going to
now.
command the bug to lockpick it still
Okay.
as the bonus action. At one, it broke.
A nat one. I was gonna say a nat one. It has a 10% chance of lockpicking it, and it did with a one.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
I thought you had said it has 10% chance of lockpicking. So I was like, all right, if you get
Yes,
a
it
one,
did. Oh yeah, so it works.
as it
Yay! The
you
kitty
hear
just.
a click.
I raise my hand as it flies back to me to put it away. They can get out now. I have more
Yep.
room to fight. I go over to the door that is currently our, like, I guess is the door that opens into our jail cell.
Yeah.
I magical tinker the door handle to make it sound like harmonica music is playing instead of a fight going on.
So it just sounds like someone's playing the harmonica in a jail cell, essentially.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. So.
Why are we hiding our help? Nobody likes mutant beds. I hate this strategy.
Zari has a strategy here.
Yes, I do. That is my main action, as well as putting a chair underneath the door handle so no one can come in.
So I love it. As you put, so it's below the door handle, so you can put in. You magically tinker it to sound like a harmonica. The bug has picked the lock. Is there anything more you can do right now, Zari?
Don't think I can unless I can just do a quick cast of firebolt. But I think I used all my actions, so I just go, good luck, you guys. But that's it. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, you guys. Keep fighting. I believe
As
in
you
you.
keep, you just say good luck and keep fighting. So you're now watching as you see a mimic with a cowboy hat. You see Brogan on the left side of the jail cell as these double bunk beds are all just hopping around trying to get to eat food as this cell door opens. Brogan, you are up next.
As I am Jean-Claude Van Damme with both my legs on a mimic, the first thing I want to do is take a free action to make a performance roll to say, "Ha! You can never strike me, you
Sure.
disgusting beds."
Let's give me a performance. Like, let's see. Your splits were so much better before. This performance is underwhelming as opposed to your Van Damme splits.
I'm sad. Well, the initial plan of doing that and taking the dodge action is gone. So with that being said, I will now take one of the mimics that is underneath me, raise one of my legs here, and just bring the heel down on top of it in a gruesome attack.
Love it. Let's see. As unarmed, 18 hits. Awesome. And I don't think it's Hunter's marked at the moment. So
It's
that
not marked. It takes the 6, but then I will spend the key point, the flurry of blows, for 2 more swings.
Awesome.
And we will, once again, on this same guy, the 8 is probably a miss, but I bet the 25 is a hit.
Oh, yeah. 25 is definitely a hit. As another 9. And this thing is basically one hit from death as it is staring at you.
I will then, after that, I burned my free action on the performance. I was hoping to be really cool and then announce dodge as my action to let Steve cut everything up. But because I could not do so, I will do that. And then I will direct my tiger to attack the almost dying mimic.
Love it. Tiger coming in.
He's coming in with that claw move. So he goes for the claw. 22 for 11. Get out of here, nerd.
It immediately dies. Tell me how the tiger takes it out.
So the tiger basically sees the bed, gnawing like this. It jumps underneath it, throws it on the ground, and then rips it in the back. and it just stops moving because all the legs on it just cease to. It's like little like antennae from bugs after they're killed. They just kind of do this
As
and
they
it
go
dies.
down. Love it.
Oh yeah.
You see some of this bed mimic, immediately feathers fly into the air, but the other side of it is you see blood coming up from the feathers also. Like the mimics really got into the part of being a bed. So the feathers do come up, but there is a lot of mimic blood that just flies everywhere as this bed collapses to the ground. Love it. That works perfect. That superposition tiger is amazing.
Every
Doing the work.
superposition cat is amazing. Even the pile of kittens.
Next is it was the mimic that was under the tiger before it's going to get up and start hopping towards Brogan's position. So it will take its dash, which is going to be still moving very slow, but it will get to your position. It will not be able to attack though, because it took its dash. Next one, Steve. This one's the one who had bit you in the ass before. It is time to see if he can do it again.
You mean those glutes of pure steel?
Beautiful
Like
glutes of steel.
iron.
I feel ashamed that I snuck a peek. 19 to hit on Steve.
Yeah,
These
that
mimics only
definitely
hit
hits.
Steve.
That totally hits.
It trends. 11 piercing with 3 acid damage as it bites onto your other cheek.
Oh yeah.
As your thighs and cheeks are super burning at the moment and
Don't I
completely
take
punctured.
less from stuff when I'm raging?
Yes,
now that
you
I'm
do.
raging?
So
Yeah,
your piercing and
less.
acid will be reduced. That is going to be 5
Just
and 1.
piercing.
5 and
Six,
1, so
yeah,
piercing.
6
6
damage.
instead of 14. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that makes sense. He got hit once. He got upset. That's fair, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you rage, you take half piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Ah, that's true. So add 2 more to it. Sorry, I keep
Add
thinking
2
of
more.
other kinds of barbarians that might
Which is
have a
ignored by
variant.
magic, but these guys aren't magic, so.
They're not. They're just
Unlike these fists of death, because now that I'm level 6, they're magical.
The bed behind Carl is going to start hopping out towards Brogan, and it finally makes it to you. So right now, Brogan, you are flanked by 2 bunk beds that have
I want it.
tongues coming out of them.
I want it, baby. Tongue me.
Yeah, you and your tiger are both in between 2 bunk beds, essentially, now that are coming to attack you in this open jail
No,
cell.
nobody saw that face. Sorry, it's fine. My words were not that weird.
Nothing weird about that at all. Steve, you are up.
All right. This one that I'm holding onto the tongue of is still up, correct?
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
basically
going
1 hit from death.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep ignoring. So the first swing is definitely gonna be at this one I'm holding the tongue of.
Okay, and you have advantage on it.
Flaming
Nice
justice.
hit. Tell me how it goes down.
So yeah, my hits are terrible. I'm a little rusty. I didn't do a lot of work in the off season. Everyone just saw on film. I'm putting terrible game film up right now. But I just eventually just beat it into submission, kind of cartoon style, while I'm holding its tongue. Now I'm going to turn around to this one that has bitten my ass, and I'm going to take a swing at it. 14 probably. 14 hit. Oh well, it is a box, I guess.
Yeah,
Fair.
it is it's just a mattress. It's like swinging at a mattress.
Yeah. So 15 damage to that one, please.
Very nice. Very nice hit.
That is my turn. I don't feel like I need to move or
No,
bonus.
you've got 3 mimics around you right now. Next mimic is the one you're holding that you is not the one who bit you. It's another one near by you. No, this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, this one's coming out from the back area, and it's going to start hopping towards the open door. And as this bunk bed starts hopping, it gets very close, and this bunk bed is essentially blocking the open jail cell door now, as
Great.
it's trying to get through, but it's too wide. Like it keeps banging into it wide side. And Zari,
Just picturing a dog with a stick that's too big.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to get through the door. Zari, you are up.
Cool. Okay, it's banging on the door. That's not helpful. I will cast Firebolt at it.
Very nice. As you hit it, all of a sudden it hits. You see a tinge of fire come in, hit this bed as feathers pop up and its tongue starts to lash out. Anything else you get up to?
Bonus action, I will give a point of inspiration to Brogan going, I hope your day was better than mine.
Oh, that's inspiring.
It truly is.
Very nice. As you give a point of inspiration, as your ring of being single, your wedding ring of being single, gives you the ability to grant inspiration from your inherent knowledge of watching others and their happiness.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
Oh, can we do the dance?
Everyone. If you choose to.
Hands up.
I don't choose to. Brogan, you are up.
All right. As a newly enfueled Brogan in pure rage, as I still am in my Jean-Claude Van Damme stance, I will bring the first elbow down on the one that is about to go down, because he will receive the people's elbow. Boom! The people's elbow.
Very nice. As it comes down, bang, feels it. This is the one the big cat had bit also, so it takes another 6 damage as the elbow comes down.
Yeah, I'm then going to burn a key point, and then bonus action Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
So he's gonna take everything, and we're gonna go
Flurry.
Blah. Yep.
Very
So
nice.
that's another 11. Is he
Another
still up?
11 is still up, but almost dead. One more hit's gonna do it. Tell
Another
me how it
7?
goes down.
Another 7. I literally bring the people's elbow into the middle of the bed, and I crack it in half, and it just folds up around me as I roll out, and then I will spend another key point to take patient defense. So I will now be down to 3 key points, and I now have the dodge action up for the rest of the turn.
Awesome. That is going to be helpful because you're surrounded by 2 mimics, and one of them, the one behind you. Well, no, I think you just took out the mimic in front of you. The bunk bed. As you do, feathers fly everywhere, blood flies everywhere, and this bunk bed just falls backwards. And this bunk bed behind you is wearing a cowboy hat and is the one that swallowed Carl. So,
well, my cat will also attack that before the turn ends. He will throw a claw. 20! Ooh. Oh, superposition cat is the cat to be, baby.
Yeah.
It hasn't missed.
We're going to retire, and this cat is just going to take over adventuring duties for the
I
town.
hope it does. This is a ball in his cat. It was the pile of kittens from 12 sessions ago. Now it's a cat.
Yeah, it was a pile of kittens. Now it's a cat. I love it. I love it.
The cat bites it and rips some feathers out, and he's like, rock sock 'em beats, baby.
The one behind you is going to attack at you, Brogan. The one wearing a cowboy hat, it's going to bite at you. Let's see, an 11 to hit. No, it misses.
I don't actually think an 11 hits. No, I have a 12. My AC's terrible, but disadvantage for the win.
Yeah, 11 just does not hit. As it's still wearing Carl's cowboy hat because it still has Carl in its mouth. That might have been why it was such a bad roll. It just had a halfling in its mouth while it tried to bite you.
That's fair.
Next, Steve, the one in front of you, the one that you're fighting now, is going to attack you.
Oh, wait. Hold on real quick before we jump to that. With Tipsy Sway redirect, whenever a creature misses you with a melee attack, I can spend a key point to redirect its attack to hit one creature of your choice other than the attacker that you can see within 5 feet. Is there another bed within 5 feet of me?
We can say, yeah, that behind you, 5 feet away is the bed that's up against the door. That's trying to get through the door.
Awesomely deflect its mouth to another bed to bite the other bed.
Awesome. As it does 8 and 6 to the one that is trying to get through the door, but just can't. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's not family's ass. Bite that. Something, something.
The one that's attacking Steve, the one that Steve is fighting is going to attack you, Steve, as it comes out with a bite, and 11 does not hit. See?
Yeah, the glutes of steel are holding up, baby.
For sure. You showed
Steve, man? No, he's Batman.
This thing's going
No
to try
phone name.
and get through the door, Zari. We're going to see if it understands enough about spatial awareness to get through the door. I'm rolling a wisdom. If it beats a 14, it does not. It is still trying to get through the door. Zari, how far away are you from this bed?
I say I'm probably on the other side of the room,
Okay,
so
yeah,
about
you'd be
30
far enough
feet.
away. Cool. It cannot get to you right now as you're kind of up against the back wall. And you hear as it come from the upstairs. It's stop harmonica. Gosh, everyone harmonicas down there. Uh, just quiet down. We're trying to nap up here. Steve, you're up.
Do your jobs, you old nerds.
I
All
couldn't
right,
hear you over the
I'm gonna take a
harmonica.
couple swing. I'm gonna take a couple swings at this one that has bitten me again. Um, 14, but 14 should hit, right? According
It will
to.
hit.
All right, plus my rage damage, so 12 on the first attack.
Very nice.
Second attack, 14
14
plus
plus rage.
2.
Tell me how it dies.
Oh, so Steve is gonna like beat it, and he sees it goes limp, and he immediately looks like to bite its ass in revenge, but can't find its ass because it's a bed. So he's just gonna cast the shards aside and start looking at this one that's trying to leave now because that's not okay. It can't leave.
It's
They
not
shouldn't have
smart.
started this.
Yeah, it should not have done this. Who put these mimics here and why? What a question.
I just
Um, So now we have this is now a mimic. Well, you killed the one that was right there. Now we've got the mimic bed behind. So the one behind Brogan's already gone. You killed that one, so that this one's dead. It's Zari's turn.
Okay, bonus action. I am going to cast Branding Smite on my mace.
Okay.
And then I'm going run up to the mimic, trying to break free of that door and start eating on it
Awesome.
with my mace.
That hits. That's
12?
a 10 plus branding.
Yep, so 12, it looks like, yeah.
Does 12.
Radiant.
Awesome.
Then another attack with my mace, 19, 8.
That's awesome. So that's 19 all. So that's 20 damage altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this thing is about 1 to 2 hits from death.
All right. And I just get prepared for when it tries to bite me because
We'll see.
I'm close.
You're right there. Brogan, you are next. This one behind you, with the cowboy hat on, is with Carl's cowboy hat on, is ready to fight.
I mean, it thinks it is. So what I am going to do is I'm going to square up like any good martial artist would, and I'm going to throw my first punch, and depending on how it lands, we are going to flurry of blows.
Awesome.
But we'll see how the first one lands. So, flop.
Wow. And we can say if
16
you
hit.
want, you could have moved your hunter's mark if you cared to.
I mean, I would have assumed that would have been the play
Yeah.
as the free action, but if not, it's fine. I didn't announce
I
it.
think it's a bonus action to do so.
It is a bonus action, but if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be upset because you didn't mention it. So
No, we'll call it. If you want to use it for a bonus, you can definitely do so to get the bonus damage, which is going to do another 10 altogether on that hit, which is beautiful.
Sweet. And it's still up?
Yeah, it's almost down too.
All right. Well, then I guess we're going to have to burn another key point that puts me down to 1 and flurry of blows for 2 more. 14 and 22.
Both hit. Tell me how it dies.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep its leg as any good Johnny Sand would. And then after I sweep its leg, I am going to bring the absolute weight of the heel down in the middle of the bed to crush it in half.
Very nice. As you see it gets crushed in half all of a sudden, you hear Carl's voice, "Hey!" as the mimic spits Carl out across the room, covered in just goo from the mimic. Carl's cowboy hat falls to the ground.
That's fair. It'll be all right.
The rest of the mimics, all of a sudden, except for the one trying to get out the door because it doesn't notice how bad things have gotten. Um, you see around the room, all of a sudden, it's almost like the beds never moved. They all go back to the right spot, except for the one that is attacking at Zari. And as it goes to attack at Zari, it is going to bite at you for a 15 to hit.
AC is 14. I'll shield that. Yeah, shield.
As you cast shield as a reaction, what does it look like as this teeth come at you?
You see the teeth come out at Zari, and Zari's just like, nope, and a force field just comes up through around Zari as the teeth just kind of get stuck in there.
Awesome. And as the teeth get stuck in there, this force field comes up. It's just trying to get through it. And as it's trying to get through it, it just will not break in. Steve, you see this one trying to get out the door. You see the rest of the beds have all gone to their position, back to the walls, acting like, nope, not a mimic here, kind of a thing. What do you get up to?
I'm gonna attack it twice. Don't
Nice.
start nothing. What is it? 12 hit.
12 hits.
All right, and so +2, so 8, and
And
then again.
one more is going to kill it. We can say you have flanking with Zari for a 14.
Okay, let's do that. Sure, and +2 rage.
Tell
10
me how
more
it dies.
damage.
That +2 did it.
I'm just gonna break this thing like it's, I don't know, in a teenage dorm room. It's just gonna snap in the middle.
The bed snaps in half as you see two sides of a bunk bed fall to the side.
Yes.
And the rest of the beds have stopped being animate and are not moving. As the door to the jail cell is open, Zari is standing on the other side.
No, I put a chair under the door handle. It ain't opening.
To the jail cell?
Easily.
You're just leaving us locked in here?
No,
solid,
not to the jail
solid
cell,
teamwork.
to the door.
Solid teamwork.
Oh, to the door upstairs. Okay. Yeah. So the door to the jail cell is open. The other mimics have just gone to the side walls. Carl is walking around kind of woozy. We are now out of initiative.
Carl's always a little woozy.
Right? It's all right.
What do you guys get up to as you are now standing there? The jail cell door open. A wedge under the front door of the police
Can we
station.
hear what's going on above us?
It sounds like they're watching Sending Stone Media Sleuths in Waterdeep Season 1.
Oh, perfect. I wonder if there's a time delay.
They're not watching Season 2 right now, but they're definitely watching Season 1.
Well, it did well on DVD.
Yeah, it did really well on DVD.
I was going to say, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
So we have all of our equipment, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask these two what got them put in here.
My aunt called the cops on me because she says I created a bomb.
Did you create a bomb?
Yes, but she doesn't know that.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, and also, I work on our stuff to make it better.
You've never given me a bomb, not once.
That's because I don't trust you. But I do tinker.
I'm going to ask Brogan why he's in here.
Boats and hose.
That's fair.
Everybody seems
I don't ask any more questions. There's 0 follow-ups, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He gets it. He freaking gets it. We're a team over here.
Don't.
What do you mean you don't?
Boats and hose.
All right.
Boats and hose.
So the way I explain this is this.
A yachting
I become
prostitution.
famous, and then suddenly everyone's kid is my kid. The end. It's over.
What's that have to do with boats?
I think that was going to happen either way.
Well, I mean, I love boats, so that's why it has to.
That's okay. So you just include it. I got you.
Yeah, a seafaring dragon born.
Yeah.
But anyway, so are we in any real trouble? Like, to be fair, the cell did attack us.
I think we are. I think someone's out to get us. So we might just want to skedaddle, lie low for a while.
Okay.
I don't trust these people.
I'm going to wait for you to tell us how to get out of here, because I know Steve's way out, and it's not a quiet way out.
Is there a window?
Yeah, give
Is
me
there a
a
window?
perception, Zari, as you're looking around. If anyone else wants to look around, give a perception, go for it. Let me see what you're seeing, and I can tell you what you're seeing.
Let's see.
Crit.
Perception.
Wow. Crit perception, Zari. Fantastic perception. Steve, you are so perceptive with a 16. That's very
It's the first time in his life. It's new. He blinks
nice.
like slowly.
Brogan just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. What Steve and Zari see is there is a small basement window kind of a thing on the other side of the jail cell near the table where your weapons were. You can definitely fit Brogan and Zari through it. It's going to take a lot of strength to pull or push Steve through it, but you could possibly do it. You see a set of
Given time,
stairs.
Steve is coated in coconut oil because of his new
You could
physique.
coat him in coconut
Let's
oil.
keep that in mind that he's always
I think it's
oiled
canon.
up.
Yeah, that's not coconut oil, that's sweat, but definitely you eat
Yeah.
enough coconuts, it smells like coconut oil. Um, you see that there is a set of stairs at the far end of the room from where you're standing that has that goes upwards to a wooden door that has a wedge under it that Zari put under there. You also see there is a grate to the sewer system in the middle of the floor if you cared to try and use that. It's up to you all which way you want to
Oh,
try and
I could
exit.
live out a Ninja Turtles fantasy right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like great would be easier just because Steve, I don't think you can fit through that window. You're a
I
bit too fat.
mean, I'm not fat anymore. I'm gonna like flex. I've got like abs. I'm gonna show her the abs. It's like 6% body fat.
I poke his belly and I just see it jiggle. I'm like, 6%, right? More like 60.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
Jiggle,
ripped.
jiggle, it
I'm ripped
folds. I
now.
like to see you wiggle, wiggle.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
Steve spent a lot of time on this in the off season. He's sad that Zara still thinks he's
In
fat.
the 7 days
However,
of off season, Steve
yeah,
worked it.
he did. I mean, I never said it was well. So Steve actually claims it was natural. However, you guys are doubtful that this was a natural occurrence.
He might be
But
too
Steve
We
big
is
to
are.
fit through
right.
this window just from muscle right now.
Okay, so Steve might try. Steve might try to go through the window just because Zara is
Sure,
being mean to him.
sure. Give me an acrobatics as you try and fit through.
Oh,
Also, give me a.
I would love to give you an acrobatics check.
So there's the acrobatics. I'm gonna need an acrobatics. I'm gonna need a stealth, and I'm gonna need a sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah. Steve is good at all of these things. He's in.
Okay.
So acrobatics. That's we're off to a
Okay.
good start. We're off to a good start.
Good start.
You need
We're off to a
you
good
need a
start.
stealth. You need a stealth. Excellent.
Okay,
We're
it's
doing
a little
great.
better
We're
start.
doing great. All right. So Steve is stuck in this window.
Yeah.
People have heard him got stuck. However, whatever he was sleight of handing, I think did okay. So
Yeah, when you were sleight of handing, so you were able, as you went through, you were able to. This window was slightly locked from the outside, which you were able to. I should have had you sleight of hand first, but you
sure.
were able to definitely get it picked from inside to out with a 13. It was a 12 DC to beat. Problem
Okay.
was, as you went to go do it, you went to go open it, and a pane of glass fell from this old window. You never saw it possibly going to do, but it did, and a pane of glass broke, and someone yells down the stairs, "Hey, what's with all the glass breaking and harmonicking? Why do glass breaking and harmonicking go together?"
That's a great question. I'm going to yell up. That's a great question, but it's muffled because I'm
Yeah,
stuck in a window.
because now
Fantastic
you've got half
question.
your body, not half your body, just your upper body, your head, your shoulder, and your one arm now fitting through this window. All of the rest of you is kind of hanging down with your feet just tippy toes off the ground. So it's
Yeah.
just that awkward. You
I'm
cast
going to say
grease.
little help.
Grease
Little
on.
help.
Yeah, I
You can
cast
roll me
grease
an
on
acrobatics with
Steve.
advantage now to see if you can fit through with this grease.
All right,
on you.
I'm in. Let's do it with
He gets
advantage.
lubed up.
A 15 with
15, as
advantage.
you are
Lubed
going
up.
through your advantage, you've been greased, and you all of a sudden fit through this window. It has tore a lot of your clothing, but you've made it because you are a beefy dude and you did well
Th-
getting through.
That's right. So it's tore the clothing in a very suggestive way. Steve's looking sexy right now.
Very sexy.
First of all, he always is.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
I think
It's fair.
Waterdeep has
Is it
coined the
male
term.
sexy or female sexy? Because when grip clothing happens, they always make the females sexier
It's
than
both.
the males.
It's both in this case.
He is
Steve-
female sexy as a man.
Yeah.
He's carrying both torches. That's what a blam will do for you. It'll give
That's-
you all
it's
the
true.
torches.
All
Yeah,
the
just-
torches.
I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for. But I mean,
that comes
sexy
to
is
Steve quickly, and
sexy.
he writes it down as an ad idea.
Yeah, it gives you all the torches.
Carry all the torches.
Sexy is just sexy, you know. I mean,
Zari and
yeah.
Brogan, you see this window is open. Steve has made it through. It is slippery at that window. What do you and Zari and Brogan? What do you get up to?
Well, obviously. Oh no, you go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, obviously, as I'm a super sleuth, I will also make it through the window. So here I
Definitely.
go.
If you're gonna go through the window, give me a acrobatics, getting up in through it, and give me a stealth to see what it looks like. Acrobatics. Oh my gosh, it slippery. You tell me what a 23 looks like, and then we'll see what your stealth looks like.
So as I acrobatics through, I literally do like a backflip, and then I ease my legs into the back, keeping careful to coil my actual toenails as I don't wear shoes because I'm a normal dragonborn, and the gift can get out of here with their weird foot fetish. And as I do so, I will then proceed into my stealthiness. But I make sure to hide the toes from all the goobers.
All the onlookers and the sending stones.
As it were. And then I will
It's
stealth.
dramatic at this point. It was a perfect move through the window, other than another pane of glass slightly breaks. As you're hiding, you're focusing on the toes, but it doesn't mean your heel doesn't slam into a piece of glass. And you hear from the top of the stairs, "All right, I'm going to be coming down there. You keep playing the harmonica and you keep breaking glass. Stop playing with the glass and breaking harmonicas. I mean, harmonica. I'll be down there in 1 second.
Take your time.
All right, I'll take my time. I'm sorry. You're up. As you get to go
Okay.
through this window.
I grabbed Carl because she's still with us, and I yelled,
Very nice. Give me a athletics as you go to push Carl up through this window. And who would be reaching down to grab Carl, who's woozy?
I hope one of the guys, but if not, I'm hoping AAA has arrived at this point.
He's just been sleeping outside the police station the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would any
Zari's
of you
going
be
to
reaching down
question
to grab
him.
Carl, Nick, or Steve?
I will. I can reach down.
All right,
Got
give me
good
an
strength.
athletics, and I need you to beat a 7. A 20. Very nice. As your combined athletics is able to lift Carl up through this window, and she fits really easily, given it's a very small window. Zari, now I'm going to need your acrobatics and your stealth. Oh my gosh. All right, give me your stealth. We'll play this out. None of you
Wow.
can stealth at all.
All that making fun of Steve and you're tap dancing on broken glass.
Yeah, literally. As you
broke all the glass before me?
as you're
Zari's
going
literally
through
just
this
trying to
window,
not
Zari,
cut
quite
herself.
literally, it's greased. The problem is most of the grease rubbed off on Brogan, and now it's just you going through it. As you go in through, you find the top of the window catches on some of your clothing and armor, as you are now stuck on the window. And as you're going through, you move and you shatter more glass. As the door finally kicks open from up the stairs, they're walking down, and you're halfway out the window with your butt and legs kicking with the other half. What do you guys do?
Best of luck. No.
As you turn around.
I grab his ass.
All right, you can grab for his leg. If you allow it, grab for his leg. Give me a athletics.
I feel like she didn't say leg, but that's okay.
Okay, yeah, you grab for his leg. That's what I heard, quote unquote. Athletics 5, you are not able to grab for his leg. It is just not working. Zari, you're gonna need to get out of here somehow. How do you want to get out of this window?
What if I stick that leg out? Simo.
If you stick it out, it's a 6. Like it's.
I don't know. I got a tail. Can I like slap her in the face with it? Like grab this? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. You can do that. Give me one more roll, Zari.
I was gonna say I'm a dragonborn. I'm trying.
Yeah, you're trying.
Not strong, guys.
An 18.
There you go.
As you're pulled through the window, You see the guards are running towards the window. You hear them yell and blowing whistles. And as they're yelling and blowing whistles, you're now standing outside of the jail. And the moment you're standing outside of the jail, you see an ornate, about 10 horses start blowing by you, all linked to the same carriage. As a dark carriage door opens up and someone yells out, "Quickly, the guards are coming. Get in."
Do we recognize this person?
You don't see them. You just hear it's dark inside the carriage, and you just
All right,
hear a voice.
Steve's gonna jump in. He's not a wimp.
Brogan?
All right. If Steve's going, I'm going. I'm halfway lit to shit, so let's get weird. All right, and I acrobatics into it, so I do a cool little cartwheel into the carriage.
Cartwheel, back handspring, misty flip, land in. Let's give me an acrobatics.
All right, we're gonna do it. You always make it sound like I'll fail these, but I never do.
You never do. I've seen worse modifiers do better, and better modifiers do a whole lot worse. 17, fantastic, as you're able to make 2 out of 3 tricks, getting back and at least stick the landing. Zari, they're all going in. Carl's on the back of like almost like just draped over the back of AAA. What do you do?
Well, I command AAA to get in with Carl while making sure Carl doesn't fall, and then I get in.
Awesome. As it shuts behind you, you look up to see the face of your savior. And that is where we end today.
No. Who are we dead to? Who are we in debt to? Who has
Who
us
is
on their
this
payroll
person?
right now?
All right, I need each of you to roll me a d20. We're going to do some confessions.
I like it.
The lowest will go first. Zari.
I'm
So
not
it's going to
doing
go
well
Zari
tonight.
and Steve. Zari, you're in the confession booth. What does Zari have to say?
Well, guess we're on the run. What do you do on the run? I guess the first thing was what my Uncle Tony told me. You don't trust anyone. And you always head towards family. Hopefully, I can find family soon.
Mm. Everyone at home is shaking their head like, no, that's a message I understand as they're watching on Sending Stone Media. You relate to the Waterdavians. Very nice. Brogan, in the confession booth.
All right. Well, jeez. Brogan's just gonna sit there and say, I literally have no recollection of all these kids. The only child that I've ever fathered and loved for is Eugene. I will continue to love for. I'll hold him up, my wonderful manticore. And then after the fact, I will say the only thing I'm worried about is Carl escaping those mimics because she is the mother of said Eugene, and that is what I'm looking for.
Yep, Eugene needs his mom. Very nice. Nick, you are now walking into the confession.
So as the confession camera flips on and it's sort of out of focus, and when it focuses in, people realize they're looking at Steve in just a Speedo, and just a Speedo, nothing else. And he's trying to clean the grease off of himself, and he says, "She called me fat. I put in all this work. Can you guys believe she called me fat still after all this hard natural work I put in on this body?" He said, "And look at this." And he turns around, he flexes his ass a little bit for the camera, and then notices that it's got a big bite mark in it. So he's like got hydrogen peroxide. He's putting that on there, and he's like putting it on his ass, and it's like foaming a bunch. He's like, "What is in those mimics' mouths? Like this thing is going to be infected for sure." I have a shoot next week. He starts yelling at his assistant off camera, and then it just cuts off on him.
The viewers at home are literally just watching you apply hydrogen peroxide to your ass cheek, Steve. I love it. Well, that was fun to get out of the mimics on mimics on mimics. What a time. Well, thank you guys for today. That was a ton of fun. Thank you to our viewers. We've picked up some new viewers. We've got some new fans on the channel. You all are amazing, and we thank you for all of it. Keep tuning in because season 2 is going to be even better than season 1 as we get better at this and we keep kicking ass. So, thank you all, guys. Do you all have anything you'd like to express to our fans and to the world?
Just thanks for watching, guys, and putting up with our silliness and kind of our particular brand of D&D. If you're enjoying it, we're really, really happy for that. So thanks for watching and following along.
Well, thank you all. And check us out on YouTube at Adventure Highway. We post on Wednesdays the Twitch video from 6:45 on Tuesdays, and then also we will have Adventure Highway Spotify set up on Wednesdays with the same video, just the audio, so you can check it out and listen to us in the car when you're walking, mowing the lawn, all of those things. So you should do it each time you do all of those things, actually. So anyway, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.